Okay, sorry about that bit of noise if I got that. So then off the main kitchen here, you know, a lot of people said, oh, it's a bit of a small kitchen and stuff, but once it's done it'll look magnificent. But what we have is a second kitchen. This is the second kitchen, so this is going to be the kitchen where you're doing your prepping, you're preparing, cooking as well, and it's also your pantry as well. So this is, you know, if you add this to the first kitchen, you can see we've got a pretty big kitchen. And then we're just going to run down into this room quickly. This room originally was going to be a workshop. We've turned this room into, it's a bedroom. It's got its own bathroom now, as you can see. All the tiling, so everything's travertine marble here. So it's got its own bathroom, it's got its own closets. But again, this could easily be turned into a more of a study area, and we could put a sofa bed in here or a Murphy bed rather than putting a full-time bed. And this could be an area which is, you know, a study, a library, office, whatever you wanted to use this for. And then as we walk out of here and come down the hallway, we have the huge laundry room, which is a huge laundry room. You can see all the plumbing is in, all the valves and everything. And this is all high quality plumbing. It's all brass and the black nylon piping, which is high quality. So here we've got, you know, sinks, and over here we've got the washing machine and the dryer. We've got all sorts of cabinets. So it's a really good sized laundry room. You can actually do your laundry in this room. You know, easy prepare it up. And then we have on this level this half bathroom, which is a great room. It's going to be well lit, you know, the separate toilet and then the separate basin area there. And it's got, again, all this nice travertine, beautiful marble. And they're putting you can see they're putting in England we call this a skirting board. I don't know what they call it in America, but in England we call them skirting boards anyway. So I think you might call them kick boards or something, but they're all going in. So we're gonna stay inside, because that's the elevator. Yeah, the house has an elevator. This room here is multi-purpose room. It's got services in the wall for hot and cold water in the waste system. So you could put a bar area here. You could use this as a TV room. You could use this as an office, or it could be used as a bedroom as well. So there's a whole host of different uses for this room. And look at the floors in here. Really, really nice, beautiful floors. And we're just going to nip outside onto the huge covered terrace, and then we're going to see two bedrooms. They're not quite the mirror of each other, but as you can see, loads of closet space. These are the closets, one there and one there. And then we have these huge bathrooms, twin basins, separate shower, and a separate toilet area. Again, floor to ceiling travertine marble tiling, all really good. It's beautiful. And then if we come down the corridor, there's going to be a door here, of course. There'll be a door here, and then we come to the bedroom at the back, which has its own little private terrace, which is lovely to sit here and look at the birds and hear them tweeting. I can hear them tweeting now. Very nice. And again, this loads of closet space, and again this has got a large walk-in shower, all the travertine marble again. This has got a single basin system, and then it's got its own separate toilets as well. So we're just going to nip out now and have a look at the pool area. As you can see, there's the ocean view there. You know, we've got to look at cleaning down some of the vegetation next door. The guy who's building this house next door, Milan, we know him. He's a nice man, and his wife's wonderful as well. And you know, they're still within their construction. The steel shed that'll be gone, and once they've cleaned that up, then we'll be able to see the ocean. Now let me just show you here. This is the garden, and we haven't got massive garden areas because, you know, with a house this size, you don't really want to have big gardens to have to maintain. But there's enough gardens if you've got dogs and children to dash around and run around. And of course the beach is only down this pathway. So that's where the beach is. There's a direct path to the beach there. and then you're on the beach. This is going to be a gated entrance here so we can get onto the beach. And then in this area here, we're putting a foot wash and a shower system. So when you come off the beach, you're all sandy, you can get yourself cleaned up. And what you see that's not paved or cement is going to be gardens, rocks. It's all going to be landscaped. And then of course the wall here, we're going to have steel security and ornamental infill there to make it look really nice. Now here's the pool and here's the jacuzzi. Now the jacuzzi, we've had to do a bit of remodelling on that because the initial design of it I wasn't 100% happy with, so we've had to do a little bit of remodelling, add this terrace area as well, which makes it a lot easier rather than just having that. Oh God, almost fell over then, controlling the cement. And this is the shelf for your sun loungers, and then you can relax. So let's just have a little look over, and you can see the whole house here. Now you can see this water flow that runs down here. This is something which wasn't thought about. So the water is catching there and running down. So we're currently solving that problem to put the water in a different place. So we won't have that issue when the house is all ready. So you can see it's a beautiful house, and this is going to be all garden area here. Let me take you over to the building. Now this is an outdoor kitchen. So this is going to be an outdoor kitchen area in here. You know, so there's going to be barbecue and countertops and everything in here. So you can come up and you can get your food. And then as we look at the rest of this building, you can see this is the pool technical room, and it's going to have the pool equipment, the filter, the salt system, and the pump in here. And you can see we've got the various waterway traps here. Oops, I'm getting stuck there. I have to go around the other way. But next door to this is another bathroom. So there's an outside bathroom as well that people can use. There's this side of the house. And there's another perspective here of the pool.